for another video, and first of all I want to say thank you for the 3,000 subscribers. All of your support is appreciated a lot, and I don't know how I made it till here, but somehow I did, and yeah, that's nice. So today I have the very original video idea of rating all tanks in WoT Blitz, and yeah, I put all the tanks in the thing down here because I'm using the WoT PC template thing because I was too lazy to make a new one. So, and the website just shows it perfectly, so I'm just gonna use this one. So I made 7 tiers, and obviously I gave them some really proper good names. And yeah, let's hope this video doesn't take an hour. And yeah, this is my personal opinion, so don't hate me if I don't put the tank where you would put it. So yeah, anyways, let's start off. I sorted them by nation, so let's get into it. First of all, the M60, it's a really solid tank. I put it up in satisfying category. Good armor, good mobility, a good gun. It pretty much has everything that you would need for a nice tank to play. The M48, it's the same tank, so it's just going in the same spot there. But then the E5, that tank's actually going into the epic section for me, because for me, a tank is good when it's balanced in like every aspect. That means like armor, firepower, mobility, gun depression, all that sort of stuff. The E5 is the master of that. It has amazing mobility, has amazing armor, and pretty amazing gun too. Combine that with a lot of gun depression and pretty much no weak points, you have yourself a perfect tank. Then next, T95 E6. I personally don't have the tank, so I'm just gonna put it up here and be done with it. Then next, the T110 E3. It's clearly going down there. It has armor, it has a good gun, but the mobility is just abysmal. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend picking up this tank at all, especially because you have to go through the T28 and the T95. So just don't, just absolutely don't. Then the next one, the T57 Heavy. I will actually put it in the yes but not really category, because in WoT PC this tank is an absolute beast. Like 2000 damage in 6 seconds from the magazine. In Blitz, it's rather disappointing because it's kind of just like a slower 50B to me. It could be better, but yeah, like it's nothing too special, and being an autoloader, it's also really hard to play if you're a new player or anything like that. Then, the last American tank, the T110 E4. I will put this thing in the balance section. It's nothing too special, but it has amazing penetration, it has a pretty good gun, it has a traversable turret for a tank destroyer. The gun depression is kind of non-existent, and the armor has a lot of weak points. But if you know how to use it, if you know how to position it well, then you can have a lot of fun with this thing. Then, let's get into the next one, the Leopard 1, the German tank. I'll also put it into the category German Internet. That means it's horribly shit. However, you can still reasonably use it. The Leopard is good at sniping. That's what it's really good at. However, with the amount of tank destroyers and heavy tanks in the game, and with the tank having pretty much no armor anywhere, you just can't really take any duels anywhere, and you have to rely on your teammates to do well. However, the other German medium tank at the 10, the E50M, it's just epic. Amazing mobility, amazing armor, a pretty amazing gun. It used to be better with 270mm penetration, but what can you do? It's still an insanely good tank. Then, the next one, the Mouse. I just put it in this category because it's slow, it has a back gun, it has really good armor, but you have to know how to angle it, and if you get flanked or anything, you're just done. So I wouldn't really recommend this for anything else. Like, you can use it in Clan Wars as like a shield or something, but outside of that, random battles, I wouldn't really play it. And then the other German super heavy, or one of the other German super heavies, the E100. I'd put it in the yes but not really category, a little bit above the Mouse, because it's a little bit faster and it has a higher alpha damage gun, so you can trade more effectively, and you can like generally use it a little bit better than the Mouse. So I just put it up here. Then The VK72 and the VK90, they both go down here. Yeah, but just no. Especially the VK90, it's in the event right now. It's like, what, another 400 euros to get it? Just no, absolutely not. And the VK72, turret at the back, it's just not good. It's just not good. Then, the grill, I'd put that, I don't know. I'd put it in the balance section or in the satisfying section. I don't really know, but I'm just going to put it down here for now. Because it has great mobility. It has an amazing gun. Like, you can just snipe everything. Or you can play it like me, just rush forward and play like a mobile shotgun. That works reasonably well. However, if you don't know how to play the game really well, then that's not really recommended. Obviously, the tank doesn't have any armor, so you have to obviously watch out for that. And that's kind of what's holding it back from going any further up. Then, the Panzer 100. I call it Trash Panzer for a reason. That's all I have to say. Then the 62A, it goes up into the Server Proofs category, obviously because it is Russian. And, yeah. Got buffed recently. It has 7 degrees of gun depression now. Combine that with amazing speed. Pretty good gun. The alpha damage kind of sucks, but yeah, you have insane DPM and you can just brawl with pretty much every tank in the game. And yeah, just the only thing that's holding it back from going up here is the rather lackluster front armor. So yeah, I mean, they're probably just gonna buff that anyway at one point, so who knows. And then we go to my former favorite tank in the game. But since it got pretty much nerfed into the ground, there's no point in picking it up over the 62A. The Opportune 140 has to go in the yes but not really category. This has to go there. Then the next tank, the IS-7. I put it in the balance section. It's a really great tank to pick up when you're new to the game. It has the right amount of firepower, mobility, and armor. Obviously, it's not as an amazing package as the E5, for example. But as a new player, you kind of get into the core mechanics of the game with a tank, especially because the entire line before it with like the IS-3 is pretty consistent, you know, so it always stays the same and you kind of know what to do already when you come from the IS to the IS-7. The IS-4, I put it up into this category simply because it has really good armor. The gun's actually quite good. It's obviously nothing insane. The thing that's holding it back is the mobility a little bit. It's kind of slow, but the complete package, with especially the amazing side armor, which like you can just side scrape, and you can block a lot of shots with it. So yeah, I just put it up there. Then the T22 medium. Now, I mean, I wasn't stupid enough to waste 400 euros on one piece of pixel, so I don't have it. But I think I'd have to just put it up there. I don't even know. Like, yeah, well. Then the next one, the Object 268. This is a very cool tank, I like it a lot, and I put it in a satisfying category. Obviously it doesn't have a turret, so it can't go up here. The gun's really good, and obviously it's Russian, so it doesn't matter. You don't need to aim, you just hit your shots anyway. And it's really, really fast for a tank that has pretty good armor, so it has to be up here. And it's doing really well, and it's probably one of, if not my favorite tank destroyer in the game. And then the 263. Well, I mean, as you can see, I'm using the Both Tanks PC pictures, and the 263 isn't in the game anymore there, so the 268 version 4 is absolutely insane. However, the 263 is, I don't know, it's somewhere between these two. I personally don't like it, so I'm just gonna put it in here, because the gun is just not flexible at all. It's fast, but you don't have gun depression. The gun's mounted at the back. The armor is kind of trollish, but it's kind of easy to pen it. So, yeah, I just have to put it down there. And then, let's get into the British tanks. And it starts off quite well with the FV4202. The tank has 2 gun options. One with HESH, one with heat. I'm using the HESH because I'm an OG. And, yeah. It's a pretty well-rounded tank. It's working pretty well. I just put it up here. Then, the FV215B. Best tank if you want a good gun, the gun's just absolutely insane. You don't even need to aim at all. You can just shoot when you're moving. Doesn't even matter. The tank does not care. Also, it has an insane traverse speed, so you can't really be flanked by anyone. So that's a huge bonus too. However, the armor kind of holds it back a little bit, and the fuel tanks are right behind the lower plate, so you can get set on fire quite easily. However, what if we take that gun, give it a little bit worse reload, and slap it onto a tank that's just a lot better, that has a lot more armor, that has better mobility, and out comes the Chieftain Mark 6. This thing and the E5, in my opinion, are the two best tanks in the game. Just because they have the best well-rounded package of everything you need to... Like, you can fight with those in pretty much every situation, and if you're good enough, you can come out on top, no matter what happens. Then, the next one, it's the Badger. I don't have it, but I don't know, I just put it somewhere here, I guess. Like, it's not my playstyle tank, it's slow, it has a lot of armor, it has an insane gun, but it's just slow, so I don't know, I just put it down here, I don't know. Then the 183, it's the porn star of all tank Blitz. It has a big dick, and that's all it got. No armor, no mobility. What do you even want with that thing? Like, no, just no. Don't be an asshole, don't play it. And then, the other kind of weird British tank destroyer in the game, the FE 4005, also known as the Shit Barn, for a reason. The tank has 14mm of turret armor and no camera rating. So yeah. However, it has an insane gun. So I put it in the yes but not really category, because if you can get it into a good situation, the gun is just insane. 460 alpha damage, 3 shots. You can just destroy people with it. However, you can also be easily destroyed because HE just penetrates you, whatever you do. There's nothing you can do about it. And then, let's get into the only Japanese tank in the game, the STB-1. Well, there's the Hori or something being tested, but I don't even know what the fuck that's supposed to be. So, yeah. The STB-1, I put it in one of those. I mean, the armor isn't really that good. Like, it has good turret armor. It has a pretty good gun. The mobility is pretty amazing. So, but the armor on the sides are just horrible. So I put it in a satisfying category, I'd say, because the armor just holds it back that much. Yeah, and then we get on to the Chinese tanks. Starting off with the 121B, it's a premium tank. However, to me, it's not really worth picking up because you can buy a Chieftain for the same price and they just have a lot better tank. And the Chieftain even earns you credits, so yeah, just take a Chieftain. And I have it. I'm reasonably good with it, but it's not really a tank that I would buy again if there would be a similar one. Especially when there's the 62A in the game that's just outright better now. However, the other Chinese T10 medium tank, the 121, is something really special. It has a really great combination of armor, mobility, and gun. Recently got buffed up to 420 alpha damage. I put it into the Serb approves category, and the only thing that's holding it back for me is the horrible accuracy on the move. You just pretty much can't shoot when you're moving. You have to stand still. When you're standing still, you pretty much have no aim time, so you're aimed in pretty quickly, but you just can't really shoot when you're moving, and that's kind of bad for a medium tank. So that's really what's holding it back from going up here. But 420 alpha damage, the highest alpha damage of any medium in the game, so I'll take it. It's great. Then the Chinese heavy tank, the 113. I'd put it up here in the same category as the 121 because it also got its alpha damage buffed, 420. Has a really good gun. The armor is very, very good. Mobility in a straight line is amazing. However, it has the turn speed of a battleship, and that's what's holding it back from going up here. Same with the gun depression. So it's somewhere, like, it's between here and here, but I'd still put it up there because of the 420 alpha damage and pretty good mobility if you don't consider the turning speed. And the armor is also good, so like, yeah, just put it up there. Then the next one, the China box, the WZ113 GFT or something like that. I don't even know. I just put it down here. I don't know. It's not really a tank that's interesting me because like the 268's in the game, and compared to the 268, this one's like no. So I just wouldn't really take it. Then let's get on to the baguette throwers. There you go. First of all, the Batchat 25T. To me, it's a fight between these two. I would put it in the balanced section though, because it's a really good tank. You can play it really well. It's fast. It has a clip with like 930, I think, damage. However, in most XPC it has 1950 clip damage. That's why it's not up here, because to me, the Batchat in Blitz is just bad compared to what it could be. Same with the T-5780. So I don't like, I like the tanks themselves with the Batchat and the T-5780, but I don't like the Blitz versions. So next one, the AMX-30B. It's a collector tank, so it's not going to give you any credits. So I put it somewhere in between these because it has a pretty high price. It costs the same as the Chieftain. You don't get extra credits, and it's like an STB but way worse. So I don't know. I'd even put it down here. I'm just gonna put it down here because of the price tag it has, and you don't really need the tank. So yeah. Then next we have the AMX-50B. This clearly goes up here. Yeah, I mean, what can I say? 1200 damage in like 6 seconds, and you have insane mobility. The frontal armor is quite trollish. However, the sides are non-existent, though you can HE it without any problems. And yeah, that's pretty much it about the 50B. The skill cap on the tank is quite high, so if you're new to World of Tanks Blitz, I wouldn't recommend picking that up because you have to know what you're doing to play good in it. Then there's the Foch 155. Has a 2-shot autoloader with 640 alpha damage. It's gonna get nerfed though soon. That's why it's gonna be put in this category, because I'm gonna put that in mind already. The armor is quite good, however you can penetrate with heat, which is pretty much possible with every tank. And the mobility is quite good. However, one thing that holds it back for me is the horrible gun arc and the horrible gun depression. So you can't really do any funky stuff with it, and that's kind of holding it back for me. And well, let's get into the last tank, the recently added tank, the Progetto 65. And for me, that's just going into the epic category because it's fast. It has reasonably well armored. Like, it's nothing special on the armor side, but you can bounce some stuff. You can work the turret pretty well. And have a 3-shot auto reloader, so you can play it as a single shot until you see a tank that's on like 600 HP and you can just destroy them. So the general package of it just makes it a really great tank. However, it's gonna be nerfed a little bit soon, but I don't think it's gonna be impacting that much. And that is the complete list of all tanks that are in the game. There's probably gonna be the 1215A and the Sheridan in the game at one point soon. The Sheridan, I'd put it somewhere in this section, and the WZ5A just goes up here if it's in a similar configuration to the PC version. But yeah, that's it for this video, and if you liked what I'm doing here, then comment, like, subscribe, whatever, just do it. And obviously if you have any video ideas or something like that, just write in the comments too. And yeah, thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Goodbye.